Hello everyone and welcome to the hands-on demo on Amazon Poly. So in this demo, we will set up an S3 bucket for storing audio files. We will create an IAM role for Poly to access S3. We will synthesize speech using Amazon Poly console. We will create a speech synthesis task for longer text. Experiment with different voices and SSML. So this stands for speech synthesis markup language. Then we will test the generated audio files and finally we'll clean up all the resources. So step 1, create a S3 bucket. So I'll copy the bucket name. I have logged into AWS console. I am working in the default North Virginia, US East 1 region. So search for S3. Click on S3. Click on create bucket. Paste the bucket name. So just add some random number at the end because the bucket is universally unique name. So I'll just scroll down and click on create bucket. So the bucket is created. Next step, I'll create a role. So I go to the AWS console and search for IAM. I'll open IAM in a new tab. Click on roles, create role. So here you can choose AWS service. So let's say you are building an application and the application is running in EC2, then you will choose AWS service and choose the EC2 or whichever service that is making the call to Amazon Poly. But in this case, so I am using directly as an AWS account. This is used for cross account access or within your AWS account. So I'll just choose the default first option and I'll click on next. Then I will add some permissions. So first, add Amazon Poly full access. So I'll copy the permission policy's name, paste the name and make sure you select it. Only when you select it will become part of the role. Next, search for Amazon S3 full access. So copy the name and in the same screen, paste the name and make sure you select it. So now you have chosen 2 permission policies. Click on next, then provide a role name. So I go to the next screen. So this is the user defined name. So I'll provide the name and this is how the trust policy looks like and it has 2 permission policies and then click on create role. So the role is created. So we have seen this and the role is created. Next part is the Amazon Poly, which is the real service. So search for Poly and I'll open this in a new tab. So this way I can keep track on which all services I have worked with. So here this is the Poly console. So you have text to speech, lexicons and S3 synthesis tasks. So lexicon is your user defined user specific vocabulary or how you want to pronounce some words. So you use that. But in this demo, we'll just look at the text to speech part of it. So here so there are 4 types of engine: generative, long form, neural and standard. So first we'll try out the generative. So I'll copy this sample text and here in the generative, I'll paste the text. So let's collapse this. And then you can choose, default English US and you can choose whichever voice you want to. So I'll just try Joanna. And then here itself you can click on listen and listen the audio.
Poly.
So this will be spoken out
of
live.
Speech conversion using AWS artificial intelligence services. Poly can convert text into lifelike speech, making it easy to create applications that talk and build entirely new categories of speech-enabled products.
So next, you can change the voice also. So I'll just choose some other voice. So this is based on the language. You will see these names will change. So for English US, we have listened to Joanna. Then we will select Matthew and click on listen.
Welcome to Amazon Poly. This is a demonstration of text-to-speech conversion using AWS artificial intelligence services. Poly can convert text into lifelike speech, making it easy to create applications that talk and build entirely new categories of speech-enabled products.
Okay, so next you can also save to S3. So for this I have a bit longer text. So I'll copy the text and paste it over here. And I will just keep the default language and the speaker. And then what I can do, I can click to save to S3. And then I have to provide the bucket name. So I'll just copy the bucket name, so which I can take from this screen. So I'll just copy the bucket name and the key prefix. So that is like a folder name. So this is optional, but I will provide this and save to S3. So this will actually submit a speech synthesis task. And you can go here, speech S3 synthesis tasks, and you can say this is in progress. And this will save it to the bucket which you have selected. So bucket name and this folder, and followed by the exact file name. So I'll just give it some time. Let me just refresh. So this is completed, and you can just directly click this link to go to the file. And I can just download it. And then I can go ahead and play this also. So let me just open Show in Finder and I can just play this.
Amazon Polly is a service that turns text into lifelike speech.
So this is total
allowing you to
49
create
seconds. So
applications that talk
I'll just
and
pause
build
it
entirely new categories of
continue with the
speech-enabled
demo.
products.
Next is to so we have seen this synthesis task and it shows completed, and we have checked out the S3 bucket. Next we will just experiment with the SSML, which is speech synthesis markup language. So what it does, so for this you have to make sure that you work with standard, because it does not work with all the type of engines. And then you select, so in this case we'll select a different British speaker and the voice. So this markup language is similar to XML. So you have speak tag, and under that you have certain like values you can add. So you can check out the documentation. So this will be spoken out slow and there will low pitch. Then there'll be a 1 second break, and it will speak in a normal pace. And how you will spell out words is like AWS will be spelled out, and digits will be spoken out like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this part will be spoken fast with a high pitch. And this is a substitute word. So instead of saying www, it will say World Wide Web. So I'll copy the sample text. So standard and British, and make sure you select this SSML. So I go to the Poly console and go back to text to speech. I'll just collapse it. So make sure standard, and I will change English British. I'll choose Amy and SSML and paste the whole text and click on listen.
Hello, and welcome to our SSML demonstration. Now I'll speak at a normal pace. I can spell out words, AWS, or say numbers as digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can speak quickly with a higher pitch. Here's a substitute word, World Wide Web.
Okay, so next we'll see there is a one more type which is like news type. So this is also part of SSML. So this one has specific to Amazon domain type, and this news will be like news style announcement using Amazon's Poly neural voice technology. And this will be spoken out. There will be 1 second break, and this will be rate will be medium. So this is slightly different. So this is a specific. So just wanted to like showcase this part also. So copy this, and here select the neural engine. Other things are default, and you will see the difference. So I'll just paste this and click on listen.
This is a news style announcement using Amazon Poly's neural voice technology. Neural voices provide higher quality speech synthesis,
Okay. And last is there is something called as dynamic range compression. So again standard, and for this there is a Amazon effect called as DRC, and this text uses dynamic range compression for more consistent audio levels across different playback devices. So I'll copy this and come to here and standard and paste the text. And now you listen to this
This
sample.
text uses dynamic range compression for more consistent audio levels across different playback devices.
Okay. And there's some additional settings which are like speech, file format settings, and customized pronunciation. And that's all. Now I'll just clean up all the resources. So there's only empty the bucket. So I'll go to the S3 buckets, select the bucket and click on empty and type in permanently delete. So I'll copy the text. Empty. Next is to just delete the bucket. So click on exit, select the bucket, delete, copy the bucket name, and the last step is to just delete the role. So go to the role, so I select the role and delete the role, copy paste the role name. And that's all. Thanks for watching.